What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We are just taking a look at Fantom here, and as we can see, it is looking like it has come back inside that range we were talking about for a good while. You can see, if we just remove this the Fibonacci for now, you can see pretty clearly what is actually going on here for Fantom. Obviously, we came into a little bit of a range here. We've got our resistance come down, form our support, so our range is being formed back here. You can see we came up and retested pretty much the top of the range here, and then obviously we had this trickle to the downside, retested the low. We started to get a little bit of a breakout, didn't we, of these bear market resistances, which was very interesting to see. But then obviously with the FTX collapse, we did see a lot of cryptos getting they see their legs cut out from underneath, and the same thing happened with VeChain as well. And you can see very clearly here for Fantom, it did start to break out, but then obviously with the FTX collapse here, we came down, we lost support, retested as resistance. We came down and we actually double bottomed quite nicely down here, didn't we, around that 17 cent level, which is interesting because a lot of altcoins are still bleeding and heading to the downside. So that's interesting to see. And then we obviously came back up to resistance here, and we actually broke back inside of the range, which is quite bullish for Fantom, isn't it? I think it was off the back of Andrew Cronje potentially coming back into the project and helping out. We obviously broke back inside the range, and then obviously over the past week or two, with crypto looking a little bit bearish, Bitcoin getting that rejection at resistance, we did see Fantom come back down to this key level of support here, down at around that 20 cent level. Obviously a big psychological support as well. And we can see here now Fantom looking like it is essentially just chopping sideways, holding this level of support here as it is being tested over and over again. You can see the bullish divergence that we did see here, and now looking like really like a lot of cryptos over the past few days, really just chopping sideways, trying to figure out what's happening next. But we'd say probably realistically for Fantom, we might be putting a bit of a cheeky long in here with a stop loss just below these lows here, and probably coming up to target some of these levels of previous support as resistance up at around, what is this, 22-23 cents, because it does seem likely, in our opinion, that we're probably going to see a little bit of a bounce now that we have fully retested this level of support for Fantom. It's looking pretty good, isn't it? It's actually forming potentially higher highs and higher lows here, if we could see ourselves coming back up towards this level up here at around 25 cents. Obviously it's entirely dependent on the wider market. We are bearish on crypto in the short term, but mid to long term very bullish indeed. And Fantom, what was it, $3.50 all-time high? That'd be a very, very nice 10 or 15x from the current price, wouldn't it? Which would be really, really nice to see. I think it's almost a 20x actually. What is it, 17.5x from the current price, 20 cents to $3.50. So interesting to see what happens next. But we are bullish on this long term. But for the in the short term, anything could happen really. I mean, things are looking quite bearish in general, aren't they? So it will be interesting to see what happens next. Obviously the market heavily being led by Bitcoin right now, and a lot of fear and panic and uncertainty. So it will be interesting to see what happens. But that would be what we would be saying for the very short term at least. Getting a little bit of a bounce here, maybe short to mid term heading lower, making lower lows, but long term still very bullish on this project in general. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching indeed. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next video.